Hello my creative friend, Olga Soby here and welcome to new fluid art tutorial. Today working on a rather big canvas and I'm also gonna work with one of my most favorite color palettes. There will be lots of reds and burgundy and some gold, so very warm, very sensual, and I want to work on a rather dark base. Okay, I think I messed this one up big time. I mean, something just happens and you have to adjust. Now this one is, it's hot. So this painting is gonna be part 2 in my Dancing in the Dark series. Without further ado, let's get started and let's see how it's going to turn out. Let's go. Midnight Dance is a secret message for this painting, and the reason I wrote it this way is because this painting is going to be vertical, so it's going to be in a portrait layout, but of course I have to work it this way because the table wouldn't allow me to work this way, so it's going to be a little challenging always, especially on such a large scale. So this is a 24 by 48 inch canvas, and for cases like this I have my step ladder ready because it really helps to stand up and really look a little bit from above, from the distance, to really analyze and get the feeling of the composition. So that's a little tip for you if you also like working on larger canvases. So let's get started. Here I have a base color. I'm gonna cover the entire canvas first. It's quite a bucket of paint. So this is black paint with some red and burgundy. So it's probably, you can't really tell on camera, but it's almost like brownish or like a very dark red wine, cherry wine or something like this. It's a very pretty color and it's gonna dry really dark. But in the areas where it's gonna touch white or lighter colors, it's warmer and lighter undertones will shine through, and I think it will look really pretty. Okay. I have my spatula ready, but I don't know, maybe I need to blow out this base because I want to make sure, oops, hello, something in here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add more paint right away and I'm gonna blow out the base. If you ever wonder like how much paint, especially base paint, you need to cover the canvas, I have acrylic pouring calculator on my website. It's free, you can use it, and it helps you estimate how much paint is needed, whether you work with thin, medium, or thick consistency. You can just head over to sobyartacademy.com, you will find a calculator there, as well as some other amazing resources. Check it out. Okay, the base is done. See, I have some air bubbles and I didn't need to worry too much about covering the sides because I have pre-painted them. So for my composition, I want to have this dancing flow that's gonna go into 5 sort of directions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna connect them all. But first I want to create the blowouts multiple, and then just, we'll see how it goes. You know, the plans change as the painting appears on the canvas. With fluid art, I always have my initial layout, but initial plan and layout that I want, but inside of the process, of course, I allow myself to improvise. I think this is the beauty of fluid art. Okay, so that was first one. This color here is mix of carmine red with a little bit of magenta and black. So it's very it's a bit darker burgundy color. I think I'll just create layouts first. 5. I'm really dreaming of a table that will go up and down. It's because that's the best for working on larger canvases. And you know what? I can tell you a secret. We'll be relocating to new art studios soon. And who knows, maybe that's what I'm gonna buy for the next studio, because that's something that I feel like is really missing in my art practice. And yeah, stay for updates regarding that new studio if you want to learn more. I'll share more coming videos. Exciting! Okay, let's look from above. I want to keep some air between each blowout, so that I don't want them to be too tight. Of course, as I'm gonna start the blowout, they will spread out a little more. I think I'm off to a good start, Carol. You like how it looks? So next color here is carmine red. So it's more bright, more strong red. I can add it a bit more on the inside. Just burgundy. And all the colors are mixed with my new recipe. If you would like to learn more, check out my online course, Fluid Art Mastery. This color here is iridescent color. It's a mix of iridescent orange with some iridescent red and a little bit of gold. So I would say it's more like peachy coral kind of orange, so it's not super bright orange. It's a very pretty color. I really like how it looks against light, and that's the thing about iridescent colors. They really look pretty in light. Next color here is Naphthol red mixed with some vermilion. So this is more like a strong orange, and I don't want to have a lot of strong orange, but I think it will make nice accent. This one here is gold. Again, I don't want to have a lot of it, but I want to have like a golden core inside of each of these elements. Okay, I have another color here. This one is more like very soft peachy, almost portrait pink kind of color. So this is a mix of orange, yellow, a little bit of red and a little bit of white. So it's like very light color. A little bit of naphthol red. So yeah, I have like so many reds in here. Red and then a little bit of red on top and then some more red, and let's sprinkle some red on top. You know, that's kind of how I like it. I love red color. Not so much the strong like blood red, but different variations of burgundy and more like carmine red, magentas, etc., etc. My kind of palette. I do feel like I want to sprinkle a bit of white on top. Sprinkle. Not really sprinkle, but yeah, I need some highlights in here. Otherwise it will be too dark. And I know it kind of look like chaos at the moment, all these colors a bit clashed, but I think once I start to blow out, they will blend beautifully in just beautiful harmony of colors. And especially working on such a large canvas, so using step ladder was one tip. Another tip that I have for you is to have extra for all of these colors. So you can use my calculator to estimate how much you need, especially for your base color, but prepare some extra for each color, because you know, you might need to scrape some areas and redo them. You might need to change your mind as something maybe is not going to work out from the first go, and that's completely normal. So you need to be prepared for that. So don't make just enough paint, you know, have a little bit extra. So this will give you a little bit of room for improvisation. And I think it's very important. It will also give you peace of mind that, oh, in case something like one area did not work out as you planned, you know, it's not the end of the world. You just fix one area instead of ruining the entire painting because of one area. So I always like to have a little bit of extra. Whew, 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 whew. That is looking good. Okay, let's start from the top. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I think I messed this one up big time. I mean, the cells are super duper nice, but I lost this shape. Oh, but this is so beautiful. I don't want to redo it. What should I do? Change the top part. Now this one is, whew, it's hot. It looks so much like flames and flames dancing in the midnight. That's what I was saying. I always have this initial plan and idea and vision, but sometimes something just happens and you have to adjust. And I was blowing out, I was not blowing base over my flames or blooms. I was doing more like separate blowouts. But here in this one, I did it almost by accident. I don't even know, my hands just happened to do this way. And I absolutely love the reaction that I got here. And it looks so stunning. And it's because I use colors from different groups. If you're my student, you know what I'm talking about. So I absolutely love this reaction. And I decided that that's exactly what I wanted to achieve in all of them. So I had to change, and I went back to these two and kind of change them up a little bit. So just learn to trust yourself and trust your instincts. But yeah, I shouldn't talk too much because again, it's pretty warm. I don't want my acrylics to start drying on me before I'm ready to stop. To shape each one of these elements to beautiful flow. I want to connect them. And I got a lot of gorgeous cells. So I want to work sort of more around them. I want to break them. Oh, I love it so much. Well, I think I might work on it more when it's dry, but right now I'm just over the moon. I want to dance with this dance. Okay, so Let's see how it dries and work on any details, if necessary, on this piece to really bring it all together. I'll see you in a second. Okay, all the textured lines and outlines are dry and I love it! And as you might have noticed, a lot of my reds that I have used initially in my blowout, they dried much darker because they're transparent colors. And that's fine, that gives it a very sophisticated and mysterious kind of look. But there are a few areas where I want to add more color so that it doesn't look that dark. Create some more beautiful layers and very semi-transparent areas. So I do a lot of blending with my flat brush. And I'm using some of the very same fluid colors that I use for the fluid painting itself. I think for touch-up or correction or enhancement of your artwork, it is important to use the same colors that you used initially so that everything looks in balance, so the entire piece is completely cohesive. And as you can see, I am being very intentional about where I add my colors. I want to encourage you and inspire you to give something like this a try in your own artwork. You thought I was done? Well, almost there. Last step before varnishing. I want to add more golden lines, golden veins I call them. And again, I'm being very intentional where I add my gold using a very fine round brush. And it is important to let all the previous layers fully dry before adding the last one on top. And you have to be very patient with the process and really work in layers and let each of this individual layer dry fully before adding a new one. And what you see in 10-20 minute video takes weeks or even months to complete sometimes. For example, I am at week 5 with this painting and I'm not even at varnishing stage yet. So I give each of my artworks a lot of time, love, and attention. So don't let these YouTube videos trick you into thinking that this is a very fast process. By all means, it is not. Okay, I'm all done. I'm so happy and I'm so excited to share the outcome with you because this piece is truly special for me. Oh, everything here, the colors, the movement, the glow, the texture. Oh, I am in love. I have been staring honestly at it for a while and now it's your turn. I really love all the movement and contrast in this piece. And to enhance this contrast even further, I used 2 different varnishes again, glossy for my dancing flames and matte varnish for the negative space. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below this video. And make sure to check out the acrylic pouring calculator and the simple tools for extraordinary fluid art results at sobyartacademy.com. If you are serious about your fluid art, it is a must read. Both links will be in the description for you. Check them out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, create with passion, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!